Different day, same fight. Republicans trying to pass laws that would criminalize election officials for doing what they're required to do to preserve election integrity. Meanwhile, Democrats fire back, calling this an effort to limit voting, saying Republicans are just creating obstacles because President Trump lost Arizona in 2020. Today, two measures moving forward that could change what you do in future elections.
Committee to order.
Inside the House of Representatives, Republicans had the votes to push forward some major changes to what is and isn't allowed to happen in our state's election. A majority taking aim at some of 2020's biggest issues and rumors, from making it illegal to change deadlines or register voters on Election Day, to forcing voting rights groups who get out the vote to specify and label the forms they turn in to get people registered.
But this bill is clearly and explicitly tailored against people who are fraudulently registering voters.
I think this is a great opportunity to just be honest about what exactly is happening here. Amidst all these different attacks on our right to vote, this is a very clear attack on the voter registration groups that have come together since SB 1070 to completely change the state of Arizona for the better by bringing hundreds of thousands of new voters of color to the table.
But Republican leaders like House Elections Committee Chairman John Kavanaugh quick to shoot down critics who say these changes are all fueled by President Trump's loss.
It's not a matter of being a poor sport. It's a matter of winning or losing fairly. And if there's fraud going on, if machines can be tampered, if people can get hold of ballots and fill them in for other people falsely, then that's fraud.
Despite no proof that fraud of any kind ever happened.
What we're seeing is when an election doesn't go a certain way, there's now a movement to start criminalizing the processes of the election.
Wednesday, the House also greenlighting a bill to keep counties from sending out early ballots to voters who didn't ask for them. A judge already ruling they can't do that, but if this bill moves forward, election officials could face felony charges. That didn't happen in 2020, even though the former Maricopa County recorder said he wanted to do so due to COVID-19. But others quick to point out this bill would mean disabled voters and voters in jail would be kept from voting.
This bill is a mess, and it is part of a pile of bills that we're seeing that are seeking to make voting more difficult and apply these felony penalties to people who are participating and doing their jobs.
Those couldn't be further from the truth. Violating the law is not lawful participation in our elections. Willfully violating the law, knowingly violating the law, and sending ballots to voters that did not request a mail-in ballot is not our election system.
And today's vote on party lines, Republicans do outnumber Democrats in the House. So today, Republicans won the fight. And we could see the same trend tomorrow as the House Elections Committee looks at another handful of bills aimed at changes and restrictions to election laws. But whether those will get to the governor's desk is yet to be seen. Nicole Valdez, ABC 15, Arizona.